Hey everybody, good morning. So we're here because we're going to check in, have a little conversation with you and chat a little Q&A about what is happening today and clarify a couple things from yesterday because I know a lot of you had some questions about some of the things that we chatted about and did. First of all, oh my goodness, Linda, is she finished?
I think so. Because it's on the cap and she's going to be shipped. I'm not going to do anything with it, but there she is.
I am obsessed. What do you guys think? She looks gorgeous. She is ready to go. Oh my gosh, my heart is going pitter-pat. She is amazing.
It's amazing how you look at her and then you think, oh, I could do this. See, there.
Well, you can do it, right?
Yeah.
You can. You just did it. What do you mean I could do this? You just did it. She looks awesome. What do you guys think out there? I think she looks fantastic. So she is going to be ready to go.
She's ready.
She is ready. Okay. So the first thing we want to talk about is this glass cleaner subject. So Linda, can you fill our viewers in on the situation with the glass cleaner?
Well, all I know is that when Lucy told me about this, she said, only this glass cleaner.
Only this one, everybody, because on YouTube, some of you said, I'm going to go out and get some glass cleaner. Not every brand, only this brand.
Yes. And Lucy was very experienced. And so I thought, okay, I'll try it.
Yes.
But it works, and it doesn't have, it's ammonia free. It's foaming, so it gets in the crevices and pulls it out. The other glass cleaners are usually just wet, and so it probably doesn't work the same. So this is the glass cleaner Lucy.
Yes, and to make this easier, everybody, we are going to have this for sale in the virtual convention gift shop later today. So you can just order it straight from us, and then you don't have to go out and find this brand.
And just be aware that we had some conversation about, yes, you could take more time out, and yes, you could clean your hair. Just think of human hair as your hair.
Yeah.
And if you use that product on your hair, what it's going to do to it.
Right.
And like I was talking to Stephanie this morning, okay, if you spray your hair with hairspray, does your hair get dirtier quicker?
It does. It gets full of all that product.
Okay, your doll is just sitting there in a case.
Yeah.
And it's, pulling in all of that dirt coming in the air. I'm sorry, but it does. And so I've noticed that from a lady that I took doll restoration from, and she just said, always think about the product or the item you're working on and how the environment is affecting it.
Right.
And so that's the reason I do not put stuff on my doll's hair.
Okay, so do not put then this is everything that we show, and you guys understand that is what works for us. Yes. Of course, do what works for you, and we appreciate and love all your tips, but we don't use hairspray because of that. It's just like human hair when you put it on your own hair. Yeah, it picks up all that. I get that, for sure.
The other thing is, the new owner might be allergic to fragrance.
Right.
It might be...
Or the spray or whatever. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was that about people talking about putting vinegar in the hair? I didn't quite...
Okay, you can do that, but it's stripping your hair. It's just like when you have hair issues, they say, and it's become dull and gummy, to put vinegar. I've heard about rainwater. I've heard about anything. Just be cautious and try it.
Okay.
I would never... When I started with this, I didn't start on the main part right up here. I started over here on the bottom. So if I made a mistake, I could take care of the mistake if it was reacted. Anytime you are working with a natural old fiber, you're going to have to be cautious.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. So I hope that clarified a little bit for you guys. It was so fun learning about and doing all the hair stuff yesterday. I'm glad you enjoyed our tutorials. And I just didn't want anyone going out and just using any old glass cleaner. It has to be that brand. And we will have some available later today if you'd like to order some from us. So she looks great.
Well, just think about when you use glass cleaner on your windows.
Some brands work great and some do make it worse.
Right. Some people say, I never wash my windows without vinegar water. Well, I think right there is your comparison.
Right. Okay. So what are we working on next Linda?
I was going to work on cleaning my desk.
You were going to work on cleaning your desk. Okay. So you're going to do that next. And then I'm going to pull a couple things. I'm so glad she's finished. Oh, fantastic.
She has to go over in the holding pens.
Okay. So the next thing we're going to be doing, which is going to be offline because it's for the virtual convention, is we are with our wonderful Stephanie and we are going to film our Hanky workshop today for the virtual convention that will air next week. I know I personally am so excited for the Hanky workshop. I know a lot of people are really excited. Now, Stephanie, what is this that you're doing right here? This looks very exciting.
Well, Bluette got a new Hanky costume.
Look at this.
So it's a preview of what we're going to talk about. This is Linda Wall's Bluette because hers is done. And so we are just changing her costume up and kind of going through some of the different things. So this was using a hanky. Actually, there are 2 hankies and fabric for her bodice. So just kind of, this is the more advanced version. We're going to talk about and go through
the beginner version. So all of the people who have registered for the convention, you guys have the patterns that we are using to make it really easy. Another thing that we have done is, Paul, go grab those boxes of hanky. Go grab one of those boxes of hankies so we can show everybody. Another thing we have done is we have Linda Wall's mother. Linda, tell us about what your mother did for our hankies.
Well, Stephanie went through all of the hankies, but we didn't know how to divide them. So what we did, I just put them in stacks. Basically, plain, tatted, and crocheted. That was a long time ago. You're trying to make me remember. And I just said, Mom, just put one from each stack in the plastic bag and so that we can sell them.
Yes.
And so hopefully you were able to mix and match. You can
have a lot of fun with it. I'm going to turn the camera around because Paul's here with our box of hankies. So, Linda, how old is your mom?
She's 101.
She is 101, and she cleaned and pressed and sorted and put together all of these hankies for our hanky. Now, these are optional. They are only $12 for a pack of 3. You don't even have to make anything out of them. They look so cute, just draped around your doll as like a shawl. I love them.
Well, we were talking about it. I think I might get a few hankies and just drape them. Make like little aprons for all of the little dolls that need clothes that I need.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I am obsessed with hanky dresses. I think they are so darn cute. And in the convention, the wonderful Linda Chase has sponsored our pattern, and they are just wonderful. And these hankies, you guys, can sell for $15 to $20 a piece. These wonderful early embroidered ones. So it's a mystery bag, but there's something good in every single one. So I would go and snag at least a bundle or 2. I think they're really wonderful. And my favorite part about the hankies is that Linda's 101-year-old mom curated them. Good job on you. So let's go back. Now, what do you personally, Stephanie, love about hankies?
So I actually got to iron them all day one day. And so this is just a sample of but it was like Christmas for anybody that enjoys hand sewing or embroidery. But the amazing thing is that they made these things to blow their nose with.
Yes, to blow their nose with.
Which we would never. I would
never
use this. But like some of the different things, these are obviously crocheted. These edges are crocheted, and then it has that I believe are done by hand. Some of them that has the edges on them, which you can use in any different ways. I think this one was done by machine. So the edge has been embroidered. And it has a corner motif. So that you can use, obviously for bigger dolls, the bigger the motifs they are. But then you'll come with, like what we're going to use today, is the all over printed ones. So you start with one like this, and we'll go through the different steps and directions, and then you're ending up with, and I apologize, this poor doll doesn't have a head, with this is the end product. So depending upon what your hanky started with, then this is how it finishes up.
I think it's just, I love it. These prints are fantastic. And what a way to repurpose these old vintage hankies. It's just very sweet and lovely.
It is. And like I was telling my mother that I was doing this class, and she said, oh, I have a box from your grandmother.
Oh,
I
how
haven't
sweet.
even seen them.
Oh, how great.
So
what a way to
I'm
honor.
excited to get them and play with them. But like this one, and I know there's several in there, this is tatted.
That's amazing, isn't it?
So it's been hem stitched, but then also tatted. And tatting is a labor intensive art. I have never attempted it, and I don't think I will. But so there's so many different things. Like this one. Oh, so this one, some of them do have stains, and it's just from where, maybe how they were laundered. But if you look at this, it has an amazing corner, and then, you know, using the different sides, and if there is a big stain that you can't get out, you know, put something over it, ribbon, applique, but just using the different pieces of it, I think are pretty fabulous.
I think it's way fabulous. So we are so fortunate to have Stephanie here to teach our class. So we are going to be filming that today. I am so excited. I know you guys are too. This is beginner. So I think it's really important to have all levels of sewing in the convention, which we have the beginner with the hanky class. So it's wonderful. And that bluette one is just so cute. So what we have for you guys are these wonderful vintage hankies. It's $12 for 3 of them. And you get 3 good quality hankies in the bundle. Go and order several bundles. Even if you're not going to use them to sew, they are so cute as little shawls, or you can even make darling little aprons for your dolls. So I think it's really, really sweet. And then another thing that we have, excuse all of this, is in the convention gift shop. If you do not want to make them yourself, we do have already made ones. So these are the ones that Joan makes us, and they're only $25. And they have the slip, which is just incredible. They have a slip with them. So these are for little 8-inch dolls. And then the ones we're making in the class today is this pattern right here, the Linda Chase pattern. And we will have these available today too. So you can get already made dresses or the hankies already. And if you registered for the convention, then you get the patterns to do it yourself. And I'm sure you guys all have some hankies laying around somewhere, which is what I love about this project. So we're going to be filming this today, and I hope you guys really enjoy seeing it and doing all of it. What size is the doll is it for? So you guys can...
I did it on a bluette, which I believe is a 10-inch.
Okay.
A 10-inch doll, but it will give you instructions on how to adjust it for whatever size.
Exactly. So the patterns are, you can adjust them. The pattern that Linda Chase has sponsored for us is for a 10 to 16-inch doll. So you can adjust it for basically almost any size doll. You can only get so big because hankies are only so big, but there is so much possibility with hankies. It's just too much fun. Melissa Turner said you can make skirts with them. I think that's a really good idea too.
What about a bonnet?
You could do, I don't know, could you do a bonnet?
I don't know why not.
There is a bonnet pattern in that's included.
What? There's a bonnet pattern in our...
Or it's a beret. I think it's a beret.
A beret? That's even better.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you have not registered for the convention, you guys do it today. You get all of these amazing things. I am so excited. A beret. A hanky beret. Sign me up for that. Okay, so we are going to tune off because now we are going to film our class with Stephanie. So excited. And I think maybe in the future we should do another class on organizing your desk.
Yes. for the next project, you notice that I am putting all the colors back, so when I start grabbing,
That's a good thing.
I can. This is we call it the tidbits, and here's the greens and the blues, the creams. This is the color of lace. It comes out of the lace.
I love that.
So we'll have to put that back in the lace. So when I start grabbing, I know where to go.
Good. Okay. When you start grabbing, you know where to go. We love having you guys hang out with us here at the doll shop. Share the video if you loved it. I always load everything on YouTube as well, so that if you have any friends that like to see it, they can see it there, and you can enjoy all the replays on your big screen. So we will be back, but we're going to be filming this wonderful hanky workshop with Stephanie. Look how lucky we are, you guys. This is going to be awesome. In the meantime, get your hankies, because this hanky class is going to break the internet. Are you excited, Paul?
Definitely.
Yeah, right on. Okay. Paul always does such a good job. So we are here. Happy Friday, and thanks for hanging out in the doll shop. What do you want to say to your doll people?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, bye, everybody.
Yeah. All right.
Have a good time making dolls.
Have a good time making dolls. Okay, I love it. All right.
All dolls are welcome.
All dolls are welcome. I love that. Oh, perfect. Okay. Thanks for hanging out a bit with us today. We'll be back. Bye, everybody.